systems by Bomar Builders. Don't waste your time. I already did.
A bunch of the hotels down the Miami region, like all the Holiday Inns. If you guys have ever heard the saying, the grass is greener on the other side, I think WC is grass on it with how low the tide is, but it's because it's all fake. It's all absolute true.
And over the convention center, you want to know, but you're supposed to actually Disney Cruise Line, Disney Destiny. That's their biggest cruise ship out in the port. And to the left, that is not, there's a, directly to the left of the Mickey ship is the hotel, or the hotel. But then to the left of that, that's not a hotel, that's the Princess Cruise Line Sun Princess. And their second biggest cruise ship in the Princess Cruise Line fleet. And it actually came off the dock. Normally we just see a little corner of it, but they're heading out. You may or may not hear their air horns. They play the Princess music, the Love Boat theme song.
This home here on the corner belongs to a sculptor, the last one. The first sculpture you're going to see is of a man trying to catch a seagull, and yes, the seagull up there is also a sculpture. Any seagulls you see here are probably fake. Right next to the pool, you'll see a woman reading a book on a bench. She's their newest edition. And then here on the corner is of the sculptor himself and his grandson fishing, built about 18 years ago, but recently repainted last year. And if you notice on the grandson's shirt, there is a crocodile. That is a little homage to the Lacoste crocodile that he built for Rene Lacoste down the waterway. Banyan tree sitting on it that you can't move due to tree law, which actually lessens the value of the property. Does anyone want to shout out a number and guess how much this one is selling for?
No, it's in the million. Yeah, shout out the number.
Higher than 10. Higher than 30. Higher... Did I hear anything else? 17. You said 50? Very nice. It is 50 million. Technically 50.2, but I'll still give you the win. Wait, I actually have prizes this time. Here's your prize. So not only do you have to spend 50.2 million, you still have to put the house on top of it. Unfortunately, you cannot do a paper. They learned that the hard way in the 80s during hurricane season.
I'll put it right back there on that home, that big silver donut. That's what $10 million worth of art looks like. We don't really know the reasoning of this silver donut or even who owns the home. We just know that there was an article in our local newspaper that said homeowner puts out $10 million piece of art before the home's even finished being built. But we do know the artist was made by Anisha Kapoor. The same man that built the Chicago Bean out in Chicago, Southgate. Southgate? I don't know. Cloudgate. Remember that word? Cloudgate, that's what it's called. The big Chicago Bean, as everybody else calls it. This yellow home off to our right has been recently put for sale. $39 million. It's a bargain. The location and the size of it, it should be about $50 million. 14,000 square feet right on the corner there. It's over here, $12 million down the street, and I got $140 million. Oh, should be on this game tonight. For $12 million, they sold it for $8.5 million in 3 days. Motivated. They're young, they're really kind of old actually. But Dr. Andrew Heller is a plastic surgeon, and his wife Tanya Heller put in for a divorce. I'm not sure if maybe, we know that for a fact, they're getting a divorce, but don't know why. I can only speculate. Maybe he's not that good of a plastic surgeon. Well, maybe he got all the plastic surgery he needs. They've been married for 12 years. That home that you guys are looking at, that big home off to the right, that looks like 5 different townhomes. Well, it's a D1 big home. $42 million base. It's like one home, and it's like Camelot. They own 5 super yachts. They charter out the British Virgin Islands, starting at $390,000 a week.
for a cash offer of $70 million, and that the buyer proceeded to knock down the 19,000 square foot home, building 30,000 square foot home with its apartment, dinner, and bedroom. One thing you learn about most of these homes is that they really need light, rising, broken, and lots everywhere and selling homes being built. Companies that buy these homes knock them down and either sell the plot of land for however much the original home cost, instead of originally selling the home of their own design, or they will build a newer, more modern home on top of it and then sell that for even more money. Also, disgustingly, a lot of these, not all of them, a lot of them, are vacation homes. At most, they get delivered about 3 months every year. That's why we really only see the homeowners around the holidays, like 4th of July, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year. We're coming back up on Michael Mann's home again. As promised, the cool thing about it is that because he worked so closely with Al Pacino, he was used in the filming for the 1982 movie Varsity. We'll see where Al Pacino says,
Hey, hello to my little friend.
to get shot off the balcony and into the indoor swimming pool. That was Michael Mann's home. As we get closer, you can see where the pool goes inside the house, and on that second floor, the motorcycle has been converted into a bar. With two $3,000 bottles of tequila.
Latte Azul tequila, if anybody wants to go buy a bottle.
I still can't believe one of those bottles of tequila cost
What do you call it? Another corner. Cat is a little bell in there. I mean, it's not something to drink the bell.
Well, Al Pacino wasn't done with Fort Lauderdale. He came back in the 1990s to film the American football movie Any Given Sunday. This home here on the corner, right where that gazebo is, he and Jamie Foxx were having a negotiation brunch, and their backdrop wasn't a Hollywood green screen. It's actually what you're looking at ahead of you right now. Probably with less condos, though. And Al Pacino loved the home so much that he rented it for 2 years. We don't know why he didn't buy it. If I had that kind of insider knowledge, I probably wouldn't be working on a pontoon tour boat.
WeatherTech owner. WeatherTech owner. Doesn't really come here too often. On the new hose, Miami. What's the dark side? Nothing. Miami. But this new home has one access and waterway access. That's how big it is. Whole big empty lot here. For sale. $40 million. That does not include the home. That's the second one. Back there's Lake Sylvia, but that yellow home on the corner there, that was originally David Cassidy's home. The Partridge Family back in the 70s. After that, he played behind the scenes and played a little producer work, CGI voiceovers. When he passed away, look, you tied me out. Unplug your receiver. No, just the power. After he passed away, his brother Sean Cassidy took over that big old home. just missed it. That's it. That's just their condo. They're remodeling it. That's all parking lot underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels of parking. You're having a good old time on vacation. You can smell that from here. Contact high. Coming.